Hello folks, I put in an order last week to Brigade Models over in UK, not to be confused with the 6 other companies that use the word Brigade in their names. And I put in an order for some of their 6mm vehicles, and then also for some of their resin 15mm sci-fi building accessories, little greebles you can glue onto, I guess they're intended or sized for the what we would call electrical gang boxes over here, the boxes that they put inside your walls to hold your electrical sockets. I'm not sure if they're the same size as the ones here or not, but I'm going to go to the hardware store and find out. So there are a number of things that they've made here to paste on to sci-fi buildings. One of the really interesting ones here is these facades. So these are supposed to be the size of the side of the gang boxes. So you just paste this on one side, add some greebles to the other side, maybe something on top. And you have a pretty easy to make and detailed sci-fi building. There's 5 of them. And they each have a door, something like a window or a couple of windows, or a couple of doors here on this one. But these are really cool. I think I might be able to find some things like gift boxes, stuff like that at the dollar store, that these are just going to go on fairly seamlessly, and then just greeble up some windows and some roof stuff for them. But like I said, there's 5 different facades here. So that's those. I also have a giant hangar door here. There are a couple of more larger garage doors here. I'll roll up one, and even this one here is pretty scale neutral. It could be a lot of things. It could be a giant space station hangar door, I imagine, with a tiny bit of work. I like these. These are all fairly cheap. I don't remember the prices offhand, but I remember them only being a pound or so a piece for these facades. They have some roof greebles here. They have a vent here, some air conditioning, exhaust here, and then a skylight. They also have 2 pieces for chimneys. These are neat. This one goes next to the building, whereas this one would go on side of it. Or I guess you could put this on top too. It would just make your building really tall. You could probably even just paint this up as a 6mm building all by itself. You know, both of these actually. This could be a cooling tower or something. These I don't know, airlock / foyers, whatever these are. I wish they had been the same size, but they're not. They do not go back to back. And then they also had some landings here. Some little porches, 2nd-story porches, awnings to go on top. The biggest one is just about big enough to go over the porches here. Almost. Close enough for government work. The other 2 are not. You can put these over front doors or side windows or, you know, whatever. But inexpensive, well made, well cast, like everything I've gotten from Brigade so far. I'm going to start putting these on some buildings, hopefully that I'm going to start this week. The other thing I got, of course, was a bunch of the Mercenary faction vehicles here. So we have some combat car Jeeps, and they come with a sprue of guns to pop on them. These are cavalry vehicles. These are more of the hammer slammer style kind of combat cars. They have 3 positions for the guns. They have a piece of photo etched awning covering, if you will. And then got some APCs. These each have some a small machine gun cast right into them on top. Jeeps, which are going to be like my command vehicles here. Again, a little tiny machine gun on top. They almost look like they are unmanned turrets, you know, remote control turrets. They make 3 or 4 different tanks that are based on this hull, this air cushioned hull. They have a infantry support turret, twin gun rocket pods. They have a tank turret. They have an MLRS turret. And I think they have a couple of different tank turrets, but I like this one. Or these 3 out of them. And then I got some heavy tanks to go with them. Some nice big, you know, anti-tank capabilities here. Large bore gun, little rocket pod, commander's hatch in the back with a machine gun. And that is going to be a couple of companies worth of armor and a couple of companies worth of infantry, and then you know, the combat cars as some infantry support, especially once I figure out what system I'm going to use these for. So I think that's what I'm going to be working on in the next week or 2. Building 15mm buildings, and then working up these 6mm vehicles real quick. Should paint real quickly, and we'll put some videos and some pictures up once I get through them. So that was a little unboxing of this whole from Brigade Models, pardon me. Brigade Models from the UK. Thanks for tuning in.